This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
It was quite the weekend. I was out of town, but I was creeping your Instagram story while I was away. You were busy. You were on red carpets all weekend tiffing.
Yes. And you know, I got to say that it still is one of those like pinch me moments. Like you forget sometimes, like we're so lucky to do what we do, but to be able to have that kind of access, just to be able to speak to the celebrities, it is such a privilege, but it's also our job.
It's with great power
comes great responsibility.
Also, what Steph and I want to know really is just, did you get Channing Tatum's phone number? Because I saw your face where you were talking to him, like, oh, Pooja's doing that fluttering thing she did with Jason Momoa.
Gosh, so yeah, Channing Tatum was on the red carpet for his film Roof Man, and this is such a good film. I have actually watched the movie because on top of obviously hosting the red carpets and asking questions about the movie, you have to actually go see it too. So that's why it makes TIFF such a busy time. The movie is so good, and it's all based on a true story. So I encourage you to watch it.
The story sounds crazy.
It's stranger than fiction. Mm-hmm. It's hard to believe that it's a true story. Anyway, you walk the red carpet, and fans were screaming like you needed earplugs because it's Channing Tatum, and they're all going nuts. And then he comes towards me, and as he's coming towards me, he goes, "You look beautiful." And I was like, "You look beautiful."
Oh, no, you made small talk with Channing Tatum.
And then all the words and all the research left my brain because I was just like, he thinks I'm beautiful.
And you were just like humming, and they were birds flying around your head.
You're beautiful inside and out, and your acting was beautiful, and the movie was beautiful. And then I think I don't know what just happened to me.
That went on for 4 minutes.
I eventually got to the questions, but I think my first one was just kind of like, how are you feeling?
Wow.
I had to gather my thoughts.
They're like, you get two questions, and you blew one of them on how are you feeling?
Well, I wasn't expecting him to compliment me. But anyway, it was very nice, and it was fine.
I'm picturing you with like your cue cards, but your palms are getting sweaty, so you drop them, and then Channing Tatum has to get down and like help you pick them up, and then you bump heads, and then you look up. And
you just described my dream rom-com.
Yeah.
And you do know me well. I'm very klutzy. And the red carpet, while it's this beautiful red carpet, it is on uneven ground. Like, that's grass.
Right. It's just the area between King Street and Wellington.
Yes, it's in David Pico Square. So there were times where I was standing and out of nowhere, I just lose my balance. Because
were you in heels as well?
I was in heels.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
So, if anybody's going to fall, it's going to be me.
From CHFI Studios,
it's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Okay, we're going to attempt something here on the Pooja and Gurdeep show. We do this occasionally. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done this. Okay, so we do a backwards break. It's back to school week. So you and I have each been tasked with a back to school phrase. We don't know what each other's phrase is. I recorded mine backwards. Like I got it in reverse, and I tried to phonetically sound it out backwards. This is my back to school phrase backwards.
Leb what without this.
What? Can I hear that again?
Leb what without this.
Okay, so I haven't listened to this forward. I know what it's supposed to sound like forward. We're going to flip it around now, and we'll see how close I got. You have to guess what my back to school phrase is.
Oh, no.
Are you ready? Let's flip it around.
Okay.
Save why them now well.
Oh, that's actually pretty
It started well.
How,
Save why them now well.
You always sound, whenever we do this, you
Choked on
always
it.
sound really weak for
Like
some
you
reason.
choked on a cheese string, like it got stuck in your throat.
What do you guys say? I sound like Dutch Homer?
Yes, but on your deathbed. Like,
Saved by the bell.
What am I saying?
I don't know. There's like an extra part on the end, but are you trying to say Saved by the Bell?
You got it.
But what happens at the end?
I don't know. Before
Saved by the bell.
I'm saying Saved by the Mario Lopez Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
I feel like you're giving yourself an echo.
I'm double belling. It's
Yeah.
weird. Okay.
Maybe when you recorded, you were like, Bell, la, 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 la.
Maybe yeah. Well, it worked. We got it. You did one of these as well. You have a back to school phrase. I don't know what it is. We're going to hear it.
Yeah. Here it is, backwards.
What? It's like Morse code.
I
Sound
know.
like the poltergeist.
Yeah.
Right? And so
like
you
you're-
can imagine how difficult it is for me to now memorize that phonetically to try to do it forward.
It sounds like you're exercising some type of demon. Okay.
So here it is, forwards. Oh!
What?
Listen to the first two. The third one's a little harder.
Greetings, hara, hara, hara.
Now you're an alien.
What?
You're from a poltergeist to an alien.
Everybody knows that back to school phrase.
I have no idea what you're saying. One more time. Reading and writing and arithmetic?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That was not good.
I
Reading, hara, hara, hara.
But you saw what I was working with. You know how hard it was to do that phrase backwards phonetically? Yeah, you try. Exactly.
I did, and I did a cowbell. Okay, wow. I can't wait to see what the text line has to say. In the meantime, should we keep Perfect Recall going?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Song 3 right here. It's Madonna, La Isla Bonita.
At least I can always count on you for honesty. That was not good. Thanks, Gurdeep.
I'm one to talk.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
So I want to know, what is the most stressful time of the morning for you if you had to name the exact time?
It's at about 4:55 when you come in the door.
I'm here earlier than that.
Sorry.
Because according to a new survey, it's exactly at 7:16 a.m.
Why?
Okay?
Is that when people's alarms go off?
Well, it's no surprise that it also coincides with the school run. So we're talking about when parents are getting breakfast ready, they're putting on the kids' shoes. They're trying to basically get them out the door in the car on time for school. And in the process, a lot of parents say that, they miss their own breakfast. They actually don't get to drink a hot coffee because they're so busy worrying about the kids. So a lot of them will then opt to have the coffee even earlier. So there are people who are up with us right now.
Just to get a moment of peace and have their coffee.
Yes, because they know at 7:16, that's when it gets really, really stressful. They also say that 42% of those that were surveyed, they were relieved once the kids were at school. So the relief comes. You just have to wait till after 7:16
Okay,
to feel better.
It's a good thing we do Perfect Recall around 7:16-ish, because at least we'll try and alleviate your stress with some money.
Some easy money.
Because money cures all, right? That's what we've learned?
Yes, that is what we've learned.
good,
You've
good.
paid attention to nothing.
From CHFI Studios.
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Today's Actors Day, which makes sense. It's during TIFF.
Yeah, I mean, it's appropriate. Maybe we could just leave it at that. Yay, actors, the end.
This has been a fun segment. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah, can we just do that?
No, what we're going to do is quiz you and Steph, because Pooj, you won last week, and you've made the score very interesting. It's Steph 5, Pooj 4, 2 ties. So let's see what happens here. We don't like ties. We like a winner on this show.
We don't like playing against each other. You started putting this
Yeah.
score up.
Hey,
We're
you're-
okay with
you're
no
winning.
score.
I believe there was some smack talk last time. It got
I
competitive.
mean, we do get
Yes,
competitive.
we do.
All right, well, we're going to start here. We're getting right into it. Pooj, first question is to you.
Okay.
These are all the answers for all the questions, I'll remind you, are Hollywood people, actors, directors, and people you've all heard of, okay?
Okay.
He's the pride of Vancouver, played Deadpool, and helped bring a TIFF documentary about John Candy to life. Who is this Canadian superstar?
That one I know. It's Ryan Reynolds.
Mine better be this easy.
I mean, I could have said Gosling because sometimes I mix them up.
All right, Steph, This 1936 drama star. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Just kidding.
I'm like, that wouldn't have surprised me.
Okay. He's Heimdall in Marvel, a DJ in real life, and TIFF just gave him the Impact Media Award. Who is this British powerhouse? I'll add in this hunky, dreamy British powerhouse.
Wow.
What?
You were
we were just talking about
him this morning.
Channing Tatum?
No.
Miles Teller?
Idris Elba.
Oh, I
Yes.
don't know that he plays and he's a DJ.
He's a DJ and
I
he even
know
sings a
that.
really good song.
Didn't know that.
Pooja's off to a roaring
I
start.
told you, this is not going to go well for me.
Okay, Pooj. Remember last time you pulled a comeback, though?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Pooj. This actress shut down a reporter at TIFF who asked about her jeans line brand, and she's in town for her boxing movie, Christie. Who is she?
That would be Sydney Sweeney.
You can't have all the ones that are so obvious. That's ridiculous.
Hey, take it up with producer Chris.
Yeah, Chris is in trouble when he comes in.
Okay, step back to you. Focus on the here and now. Don't worry about the last game. She whispered, lost in translation, and is back at TIFF this year. Who is this actress who's married to an SNL Weekend Update host?
Scarlett Johansson. Okay.
There you go.
That was good.
Yeah, well done. Pooch, to you. He's Neo, John Wick, and Ted in Bill and Ted. Which Hollywood action star is in Aziz Ansari's Good Fortune premiering here?
Keanu Reeves.
Whatever.
Okay, 4-1.
Switch the questions.
4-1. Pooch. I didn't.
You should if I said.
Oh, okay. From, how do you pronounce it? Maleficent? Is that it?
Maleficent.
From Maleficent to Couture, this star is premiering a brand new TIFF film about high fashion. Who is she?
Is she the main star in Maleficent? Is that Angelina Jolie? Okay.
Well done.
All right. Can you get one wrong, please?
Clearly, I haven't seen it. I couldn't even pronounce it. All right, Pooch, back to you. From dancing in Step Up to earning a TIFF Tribute Award this week, which actor has moves on and off screen?
Is it Channing Tatum?
Your
That's
boyfriend.
ridiculous. She just interviewed him.
So glad I did that
Yeah,
research.
interview. If you didn't get that one, it would have looked real bad. And Channing's listening, by the way. Steph, to you. He's Canadian, he's goofy, he's an Oscar winner, and he's hosting TIFF's Big Tribute Awards night. Who is he?
Why aren't you getting the TIFF questions on who's there? Come on.
I wouldn't get this one because I didn't know this guy was Canadian.
Oh, what? Can you give me another clue?
Pooch, you feeling charitable? Can I give her another clue?
Yeah, give her another clue.
He was also in the movie Encino Man.
Oh, is it? Oh my God! What's his name?
what's his
Oh my God! What's his name? I interviewed him. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember it either.
He also
in the
starred in The
Whale.
Whale, yeah.
Oh, why don't I know his name?
We're going to need an answer.
What's his name?
It's not Sumanama. Let me check it out.
I also
Pooch
can't
for the
remember his
steal.
name.
Oh my God! Why can't I remember his name?
Matthew. What's
No.
his name?
We were looking for Brendan Fraser.
I just want to say he's a really nice guy. It was the worst interview ever.
All right, well,
Why?
mathematically.
Talking about his popcorn for like 40 minutes.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Well, Pooch has already mathematically won, but let's play out the string here.
Oh my gosh.
Pooch, last question for you. She's a Canadian comedy legend being honored with TIFF's Career Achievement Award, and you might know her as Moira Rose. Who is she?
Catherine O'Hara.
Okay, Steph, last question for you. This is just to keep it respectable.
My head hurts.
This is the biggest beatdown in this quiz's history, by the way. It's currently 6-2, Pooch. Known for Pan's Labyrinth and The Shape of Water, this director is bringing a brand new Frankenstein to
Guillermo
TIFF. Who
del
is this
Toro.
director?
I love him.
Wow.
go.
Look at you.
Final score
6-3.
6-3.
I told you.
The score now, guys, is 5-all. Pooch and Steph, a
Chris is
dramatic.
in so much trouble when he gets it.
Pooch, you're nothing if not dramatic. This is quite the comeback.
Brendan Fraser. Of course. It's
Two
Brendan
first names.
Fraser.
Oh, it's Cito Man.
The Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
I know it's hard to take me seriously, but I do have a serious question for you.
Uh-oh, okay.
Would you share a bank account with me?
With you?
Yeah, like if you and I went and opened a joint bank account, would you do that? Would you be for it?
I love you, but no.
What?
Why?
Hold on. You know that I'm good with money. Like I know the value of $1. I'm frugal. I buy everything on sale. I never pay full price for anything.
Okay, well,
I think I have a good credit score.
I'm gonna give you the same response you give me for when I ask you to hang out outside of work. I'm very protective of this friendship, and I would hate for anything to get in between this friendship. And what's that old saying about business and pleasure?
Oh, well, we've already crossed that bridge. Like we work together.
I know, but you're not letting the pleasure fun part happen outside of work because we just work together.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So now, I mean, money and business, or what's the old saying about don't get into business with your friends, or I don't know.
I thought it was like don't work with kids and pets. That's
there's
acting.
a saying that forbids us sharing a bank account, and I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, just so you know, this is a thing. And of course, I've learned this on TikTok. I go to TikTok University. And apparently, there are a lot of people who are now getting their friends together, opening joint bank accounts. And what they do is at the beginning of the year is they put in $20 each every week, right? Which is doable. People can afford $20 a week. And then by the time they get to the end of the year, and I know you're probably already doing the math, after 52 weeks, $6,240 is saved in that joint bank account, and they go on a weekend trip together. That's the money for flights, hotels. You know, if they want to Ubers, you want to be able to have a fancy dinner or whatever. You don't have to worry about all the saving. It's all in there, and you get to celebrate together.
But why do we have to open a shared account? Can't I just put 20 away every week in my account? You put 20 away every week in your account?
You're not likely to do it, right? I mean, we all talk about saving. Does anybody actually do it?
Oh, so the psychology is because we're sharing an account, there's ownership, where it's like if I don't put it in, you text me and be like, hey, where's your twin?
Yes. Now, I will say some banks don't allow more than one person to have a joint bank account. So you do have to check with your bank. And some experts say, well, you know, if you have a joint bank account, their credit score could affect your credit score. So
what if
you
I'm
want to be careful.
You want to share a bank account with me. What if I'm a deadbeat and you don't know it and I mess up your credit score?
I know that you're good with your finances. So I want a
Just
joint
because I'm good at math doesn't mean I'm frugal.
I would want a joint bank account with you. I know that you're not going to like take the money and run.
I'm going straight to Mexico. Absolutely, I'm
I
gone.
guess that is the fear with some of your friends because we all have the friends who, you know, like when the bill comes, they don't always.
Yeah, they develop like alligator arms and can't reach their wallet.
Yes, or they don't pay their fair share, or they're very particular about the calculation or
like,
whatever it is.
I'll get you back next time.
Yeah, maybe you don't want them in your joint bank account. Look, I'm very responsible. If you told me like this is your monthly budget, this is what you're allowed to spend, I would listen. You know me, I like rules. I can't believe you don't want to share a bank account with me.
Can I phone a friend? Can I ask Paul how it's going first? Because I feel like you guys have probably.
Never mind. It's not going to go well.
I'll consider it.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast
the Daily Double.
with Pooja and Gurdeep.
So we got two stories you need to know. What do you have, Gurdeep?
I got this.
I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog.
Gus Polinski, Polka King of the Midwest. Del Griffith, Director of Sales, Shower Curtain Ring Division.
This is a lovable guy. This is a guy who the minute you see his face, you're going to smile.
He was amazingly funny.
Thank you.
He was one of the top performers out of all of them.
He was so gentlemanly and so Canadian.
Nobody had bigger expectations for himself than John.
I'd made winning my whole life. And when you make winning your whole life, you have to keep on winning.
I can't wait to watch this movie. Bring the Kleenex. It feels like it's going to be very emotional.
I just got emotional hearing those clips.
Absolutely. TIFF, the 50th edition kicked off last night. The world premiere, John Candy. I like me. I love that it was a Canadian film kicking this off. This is his entire life. Of course, John Candy died so young. Now that I'm 42, I appreciate how young he was when he died. He was 43. So he's basically my age. I mean, I was in grade 4 when it happened. You don't think about, you know, how young that really is. It was 1994. I'm talking Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Uncle Buck, Cool Running, Spaceballs. This movie looks very emotional. It looks like it's going to really make an impact. Ryan Reynolds was there to watch the premiere. Colin Hanks directed it. He was there. Of course, Colin's father, Tom Hanks, worked with John Candy on Splash in the 80s. Candy's kids as well. You don't see them much. Jennifer and Christopher, they walked the red carpet. They were interviewed by Devo Brown from Breakfast Television. In the doc, you'll see you heard Bill Murray's voice there, Mel Brooks, Macaulay Culkin, Dan Aykroyd, a lot of other celebrities. I Like Me is what it's called, which is part of his famous rant from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's going to come out, if you don't see it at TIFF, it's going to come out on Amazon Prime October 10th. So about a month from now, we got to wait.
He likes him. We love him.
We love him.
That's the difference.
We miss him.
Okay, so most of us are doing this one thing on our phone, and it's a huge security risk, okay? Here's the good news. There is an easy fix, but take a look at your phone right now.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Do you have a bunch of apps that you no longer use?
I just deleted a few earlier this week.
Okay, good, because it turns out that's where hackers and security risks are highest. On average, we have about 80 apps. I know that sounds like a lot, but on average, 80
sounds
apps.
about right.
Yeah, most people don't realize that a lot of those apps, they come by default with a lot of pretty expansive and exhaustive permissions. You're not reading the terms and conditions, let's face it, right? So you've agreed to a bunch of things, and that means any sensitive data like your address, location, if you were on a dating profile, for instance, that you no longer use, your photos, all of that stuff is at risk. Security risk of a data breach. And according to the Theft Resource Center, last year, 1.3 billion people received notices about their personal data being compromised. And they say a significant number of those breaches just could have been avoided by things like this. So this is the fix. Delete the apps you're not using. It's that simple. Some people say they make a habit of it every few months. They do it maybe like when you're in an Uber, you're waiting for a flight. When you've got some time on your hands, just go through your apps. If you're not using them, delete them.
All they're going to learn from hacking my dating app is that I like long walks on the beach and I have commitment issues. Good luck. Go ahead
Everybody
and take
already
that
knows that.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
Today is Be Late for Something Day.
We're encouraging this behavior?
I guess so. And we all know somebody who's always late.
Yeah?
Or somebody
Why are you
who's
looking at me like that?
No. Well, you know what? It's interesting because you and I are opposites when it comes to this, because I would say here at work, I'm the one who's always late and you're always on time. But in life, like in social gatherings, I'm on time and you're always late.
Yeah. It's kind of confounding because with social gatherings, I effort to be on time, but I'm always a little bit late. But then with work, I'm generally always on time. So I'm capable of
yes.
computing how long it takes. I think with work, because I've figured out it's always the same time. So I've tricked out when I wake up to know this is how I get there on time.
You've got your routine.
But if it's a social function, it's like, it starts at 8:30. I'm like, hold on. Okay, if it starts at 8:30, what time do I need to start getting ready? And when do I have to walk the dog to make sure she gets a pee and then catch an Uber? There's too many variables.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I try to be there for 8:30, but I wind up rolling in for 9.
Yeah. I feel like on this shift for me is I'm always just trying to squeeze in a little more sleep. So that's usually what determines whether or not I get here when I'm supposed to. I'm never late for the show, but I'm later than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
true.
usually the way it goes.
The order usually goes me, Steph, and then Pooja guy rolls in. She's like, hey, what's up? How's everybody doing? And Steph and I are like, we've already done the catch up. We have
already talked about this. I had a makeup artist once, and I remember this story because it stuck with me. I used to have a makeup time every day. It was 5:30 a.m. when I used to work on another morning show. And I would come in usually around 5:35. Sometimes 5:40. And I was
5:40 is really pushing it.
Well, and we're on air at 6 at the time, but I would be there at 5. It's just that I was working on the show. And so if I was late by 5 minutes, it wasn't because I was dilly-dallying, it was because I was doing work. So, I'd come in late, and eventually she said, you know what, I don't have enough time to do your face the way I want to do your face, and that's my work. And, I'd appreciate it if you came on time. And I was like, hey, no, I'm so sorry. And then, it was 5:32, 5:34, like I still
started
wasn't
creeping back towards,
Yeah, I still wasn't exactly at 5:30. And then one day she said, you know what? I'm not going to do your makeup. If you don't show up on time, I'm not going to do your makeup because that's not fair to me. And we're friends. Like, we hang out. And so I was like, oh, ha, ha, ha. She's like, no, really, I'm not going to do your makeup. So sure enough, a few days later, I was a couple minutes late. She's like, sorry. She's like, I warned you.
Whoa.
And I was like, I'm going to be on air. And she's like, you know what? Just do it yourself. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is not fair to me.
Because she can't do the job that she wants to do.
Yes. Yeah. And she goes, and I go, I agree. I understand, but can you just help me out here? And she's like, okay, I will help you. She's like, but you have to understand what you're saying. What you're saying is your time is more important than my time. And that's the message you're giving me every time that you're late. And I was like, what? I had this immediate rush of just embarrassment. My face turned red. I felt so bad.
Right.
Because that's not at all what I think.
Right.
But if that's what I'm giving off, then that's
late.
horrible. And I was never late for my makeup time again. I also needed makeup, so
Right. I can picture you telling the story to like Sia and Bodhi with them sitting on your lap one day and giving them this tale about being on time and punctuality. It's a good story.
Yeah, I mean, and look, I always think about that when being late for some things. I don't want anybody to think that I think my time's more important than their time.
So does fashionably late not exist for a social function?
I mean, how fashionable are you?
Not fashionable enough to be that late.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
You know, we know that AI is taking over everything, and it's also taking over wedding vows to the point where brides are so busy that they're saying, you know what? I don't mind that AI is helping me write my vows. Like,
really?
Yeah. It like at first maybe it seems like it's a little insincere, but if you use ChatGPT, let's say, for everything, why wouldn't you get it to help you with your vows? It gives you a nice sort of like outline, you know, an idea, a framework, if you will.
Sure.
And then you can add in some of your own personal details. It all depends on the prompts you give it, which you still have to put in some effort.
Right. I think as long as both people getting married agree to it and it's not a one-sided thing, then it's okay. All cards on the table. We're both doing AI vows. Cool.
Okay, but how would you feel then if I came up with some vows for you? You and I are friends. Maybe we
Friendship vows?
Friendship vows using ChatGPT.
Okay.
Like,
You've got this?
I've got this. I've put in some, prompts, and let's see.
Okay, you read me your friendship vows to me, and while you're doing that, I'm going to ChatGPT some vows to you.
That's the beauty of ChatGPT. It's so quick. Okay, ready? It spit this out in 60 seconds. Here we go. I promise to hang out with you more outside of the studio, even if it means staying up past my bedtime. I vow to take your love life seriously, or at least seriously enough to set you up with someone who can handle you abbreviating words.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
I promise to tease you as little less about your generational gap that, you and I share, because let's be honest, us Gen Xers are wiser than our millennial counterparts.
Don't get me started.
Most of all, I vow to keep being your built-in big sis, cheering you on with my long arms of the law, laughing with you and at you when required, keeping you humble on Camp Gurdeep, and making sure you never forget how awesome you are.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Thanks,
I dare
ChatGPT.
say those are better than friendship vows you would actually write.
It's true.
That's quite good.
They're kinder than I am.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you got?
So I put in some prompts to ChatGPT just now asking for friendship vows for you that are a little funny, a little roasty, but a dash of sweet.
Oh, okay.
So this is what it gave me. This is verbatim. Pooja, my co-host, my partner in crime, my eternal source of secondhand anxiety. Today I vow to always be your friend. I vow to listen patiently when you spiral into overthinking and then immediately ignore your advice because you'll probably admit it's wrong anyway. I vow to remind you that you're amazing at everything you think you're bad at, including hugging, except maybe small talk, especially with Channing Tatum on the red carpet.
How did it know that?
I added that part. I vow to always make fun of your selfies, to supply emergency snacks, and to never let you go more than one day without laughing at yourself, because you do that better than anyone. So here's to us, two weirdos with microphones stuck together forever.
Wow, this is good. Okay, I now understand why brides want to use AI for their vows.
Yeah.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
the Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
All right, we got two stories you need to know. Pooj, what do you got?
So it's day 5, the halfway mark of TIFF, and so many of you were stargazing over the weekend. But do you ever wonder what the stars are saying about us when they come to TIFF, right?
Mm-hmm.
So wonder no more. Scarlett Johansson, she weighed in on the TIFF vibe in Toronto, and she had nothing but positive things to say about us. Which
Scarlett
of course,
likes us.
we love. She said she really appreciated how we focus more on films than fashion. She's in town for her film Eleanor the Great. It will screen today, and it actually hits theaters on September 26th. And she says it feels less of a runway and more like a conversation. You start to feel the buzz when certain movies have premiered, and you can hear people talking about them in the hotel lobby. She also says, I went to dinner last night, and everybody from the restaurant was part of the festival, experiencing the festival. Everybody was talking about the films, what they saw, what they were looking forward to, some of the directors that were up and coming. Like, these are the conversations she's overhearing. One of her co-stars said the same thing. He says it's an incredible place to talk about films, launch films, speak to audiences, and to get that interaction. So, we know that we've talked about, especially in Toronto, it really is about the films, and that's what they're getting from us, and they seem to appreciate how much we appreciate film.
And just to further that point, like some of the other film festivals like Venice, in the audience it's all like, film critics, right? It's that crowd. Whereas in Toronto, it's for the people. Regular people can buy tickets, so you get the real buzz of how a film does amongst the people, not just the critics.
Yes, and celebrating our 50th anniversary.
Love that.
At that. What do you have?
Okay, well, speaking of tickets that are going to be hard to get, FIFA tickets are about to go on sale. The World Cup is next year, and it's Canada, U.S., and Mexico co-hosting this thing.
Everybody is curious about the ticket situation. How does this work?
It's going to be really hard. Follow me on this. It's a little bit convoluted. So there's 3 ways to get tickets. The first way, from September 10th to 19th, so coming up soon, Visa card holders can enter a pre-sale that covers all 104 games in this 48-team tourney. This lottery, though, is worldwide. This isn't just Canada, U.S., but this is a worldwide lottery, so good luck. If you miss out on the pre-sale, there will be multiple additional ticket faces that are going to layer in. So that's the worldwide lottery. There's also the second way. If you've got cash, there's hospitality packages. Those are already available, but they're the priciest option. Prices start at $2,500 for single game packages and then go up to sort of astronomical prices depending on what type of experience you want. Finally, there's going to be a separate Canadian lottery that you can enter for your shot at the games that are going to be held in Canada. To enter that lottery, you have to be part of a member of the Canada Red Supporters Group. Google that, find out how to become a member. Cheapest tickets for group stage matches, $82. That's from the farthest of the field.
Okay.
Goes all the way up to $9,200 for the championship game for
Say
tickets.
what now?
Yeah, and that's the face price. There's going to be resale that's going to go up even more. Think like Taylor Swift level pricing.
Oh, dear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, good luck.
So good luck. I'll be watching it at home on TV.
Yeah.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
We're still in back to school time, right? Back to school week, back to school month.
Last week didn't even count because it was such a whirlwind.
It was a short week, and I think college kids are going back this week as well. I thought, let's play one of my favorite games. I play this all the time with my friends, although it's usually too offside with my friends. It wouldn't be safer on air. Would you rather? We've all played Would You Rather.
Yeah, it usually doesn't end well.
I love Would You Rather.
I know you do.
I'm like the puppet master in Would You Rather. I keep changing the stakes.
I just want to run when somebody says Would You Rather because I'm like, I don't want to do either of the options.
I love that. I play this game with my friends and I just give them 2 horrible options. Okay, we'll do a Would You Rather back to school edition. Here's the question. Would you rather relive high school or redo kindergarten?
Ooh.
And this is like with like you today. It's not like 5-year-old Pooja. It's like you today.
Okay. And you get to relive high school as me today or redo kindergarten.
Yeah, this question's giving Billy Madison vibes.
Okay, you go first. What would you do?
Okay, for me, this is a bit of a slam dunk. High school, all the way.
Really?
Absolutely high school. I think I would just take it a bit more, knowing now that like you're so stressed out about every test and every exam. Sorry, by the way, parents, this is maybe horrible advice for your kids. So, you just get you can't see the forest from the trees. In the grand scheme of things, it's like, man, could have had some more fun in high school. You know what I mean? With the knowledge I have now. Like,
you didn't have enough fun in high school,
I had a
Gurdeep?
good amount of fun. It was an 8 out of 10. It could have been a 12 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay, let me break it down by category. So like snacks, right? So like in high school, like you could go crush, like you go to the plaza for lunch, crush some pizza, grab a beef patty, you do what you want. In kindergarten, it was like apple slices and warm milk. It's not great, right?
Okay.
Independence. In high school, again, I'm not condoning this. You could ditch class if you want. You could sneak out for lunch. If you had a car, you could drive. You could go to the mall. In kindergarten, you just kind of did what you were told, right?
True.
And then probably pooped your pants as well.
What happened to you in kindergarten?
We all pooped our pants in kindergarten. Don't pretend you didn't. Okay. High school romance, your crushes. Like you remember that feeling, that electric feeling, like your first boyfriend or girlfriend, like you like someone, and do they know? You catch a whiff of their hair when you're walking by them in the hallway.
No, I just remember feeling like, why doesn't anybody like me? I think I'm pretty awesome, but nobody else does.
People had crushes on you and you didn't know.
No.
And in kindergarten, you're just like, like sharing a crayon, and that's your like moment of connection with someone. It's just.
I feel like high school for me just brings back all of those memories of like, ugh. Like, I don't like the high school feeling. I think if I went back now, I would go back with a lot more confidence. But back then, it was like everything mattered. And it was just.
This is what I'm saying. Don't you want to redo?
No, because I think it also shaped who I am today. I'm glad that I was a loser in high school.
Okay, so then you're choosing kindergarten? Sell me on it.
I'm choosing kindergarten.
Sell me.
Okay, nap time. Can we start with nap time? It's built into the day.
All right, that's a good one.
That's pretty good,
I'll give
right?
you that.
Finger painting? Come on. When else do you get to put your fingers in paint?
In high school, you could ditch class and finger paint all you want.
This is true, but then you wouldn't get the marks, right? You still have to care about your marks in high school. Kindergarten. And then, as you know, I never went out for recess because I didn't want to be in the cold, so I would help the teacher inside. I think I need a redo so that I can experience recess because apparently I've missed a few things.
You know, there's recess in high school, too. You just don't, play outside. You just have one backpack slung over your shoulder and try to look cool.
Yeah, eating an apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the cool kids did.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing my homework.
You do raise some pretty good points for kindergarten. I still think I'm leaning high school. Okay, why don't you tell us?
5 calls? Decide it all.
5 calls decide it all. Would you rather redo high school or kindergarten as your current self?
Ooh, can't wait to hear what you're going to say. Give us a call. Darlene in Mississauga, what do you think?
Oh, please give me kindergarten. I hated high school.
Thank you.
But this is the point. You get to redo it with all your knowledge now.
No, that was such a painful 5 years. No, thank you.
Yes,
All right.
I'm with you.
Vote's been counted. Thanks, Darlene.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Margaret from Richmond Hill. So what do you think? Would you rather redo high school or kindergarten?
Totally high school.
How come?
Because I met my best friend in junior kindergarten. Well, actually before that, since we were 3. And I had the best kindergarten time. In high school, I think, it was a little difficult. And I would be so chill now. And honestly, a lot of guys came to me after high school saying I had a crush on you. I had no idea.
Oh, see?
Oh, high school.
Now with that knowledge, you could change the past. You could just walk by that guy has a crush on you and just be like, sup?
Right? I'm like, I know you like me. No, I know.
Your vote's been counted. Thanks, Margaret.
Okay, have a great day.
You too. Kathy from Oakville. So what do you think? Would you rather redo high school or kindergarten?
I agree with you, Pooja. I would pick kindergarten.
Okay.
How come?
Because I love to dress up.
Oh,
that
nice.
That was my favorite.
Oh, nice.
Come on. You can
But I hated nap time. But I still prefer kindergarten over high school.
Your vote's been counted, but I'm just saying you can dress up in high school too. Kathy, thanks for the call.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Adria from Ajax, would you rather relive high school or kindergarten?
High school. I can't really remember my kindergarten days.
Okay.
And high school was pretty fun?
Yeah.
High school was fun. I can still remember all the guys that used to be troubling me and calling out to me.
I.e. the guy who had a crush on you?
Yes.
Those were the days.
Those are the days. I love my high school days. I remember my high school.
All right. Well, your vote has been counted, Adria. We love hearing from you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Love listening to you guys. Have a great day.
Appreciate you and your texts every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Pooja. Bye.
Sylvia from Brampton, are you reliving high school or kindergarten?
I would go back to kindergarten.
Kindergarten. How come?
I didn't have a good years in high school were bad. I was always bullied.
Oh, that's no good. Okay, understandable.
So, yeah, I would love to go back to kindergarten.
Thanks, Sylvia. Your vote's been counted.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
You too. Okay, so that was close, but in the end, kindergarten wins 3-2 that people want to relive.
Who knew? I think for high school, it's a sore spot for a lot of people for many different reasons, but I wouldn't take it away because I think it made me who I am today. So I'm okay with it.
And imagine now reliving it with all the confidence and knowledge we have now. You'd basically be Chester Cheetah in high school walking down the hallway.
A lot of strutting.
Yeah, a lot of strutting, no pants and sunglasses.
What?
Chester Cheetah does not wear pants.
Oh, right,
it's a fact.
From CHFI Studios,
it's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Here are 2 stories you need to know. What do you have, Gurdeep?
Okay, so this is why you never leave a football game early or any sporting event early. This was absolutely crazy. The Buffalo Bills, so it's week 1 of the NFL season, right? So everyone's super excited. And you've probably heard a lot of talk, I'm sure, in your household with your
football,
husband. Fantasy football, survivor pools. Ladies, I'm sure if you're not in pools yourself, you're probably hearing your coworkers, your husbands, your friends talking about this. It was week 1 of the NFL season. It wraps up tonight, actually, with the Monday Nighter. But the Bills were playing the Baltimore Ravens yesterday, and the Bills were losing quite handily in the fourth quarter. The game was in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm. And, there's so many fans here.
Massive, right? Bills Nation, the secondary market for Bills Nation is Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Toronto is a city of many football fans, but I'd say the predominant football fan in Toronto is the Buffalo fan. Makes sense. Proximity, we want to see them win. They're kind of like the Leafs. They never win. You feel, whatever.
Yeah.
So they were down by 15 points with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And some people started leaving the stadium. You could see it if you were watching the broadcast.
Okay.
A lot of people still there, but people started leaving, beat the traffic, all that. We're going to lose the first game. And then the Bills pulled off a remarkable comeback led by Josh Allen. You know him, you love him. arguably the best quarterback in the game. And they kicked a field goal in the dying seconds to win the game. They scored 16 points in the last 4 minutes. They won 41-40. And Josh Allen said kind of tongue-in-cheek, because he's a nice guy, and it's in Buffalo, he said, this is why you don't leave early, guys. He goes, I get it, but he goes, next time, have a little more faith in us. You think about all those fans who were sitting in traffic, leaving the stadium or in transit or whatever, listening on their phone or streaming it, missing one of the greatest comebacks in history that they paid to go see.
Kicking themselves. Oh, my goodness. Okay, lesson learned.
What do you got?
So I attend TikTok University, as you know, and I did learn that
You've been attending for a while. When do you graduate?
You never graduate. That's the one part.
Life student.
Yeah. So I learned that there's a new coffee trend. Maybe you haven't tried it. Are you ready?
Okay.
Banana coffee.
What?
Banana coffee. And while it's maybe new to us, it's been a thing in Korean cafes since the 70s. So we're used to coffees with vanilla, hazelnut, chocolate, pumpkin spice. But banana? I'm not sure.
I can see it working, the flavors.
Okay, so they're saying it does work because like those other flavors I just mentioned, it sort of adds some sweetness. It cuts the edge of espresso. It's complex. It's multi-layered.
Mm-hmm.
They say once you've tasted it, you'll never doubt how it sort of adds to the coffee.
Question, is it like a pump of banana syrup or is it like a blended banana?
Very good question. So this is the secret ingredient. It's not a banana syrup. It's banana milk.
Wait, hold on. Banana has milk now too with all the nuts?
Yes, apparently you can get it on Amazon. It's easily available. Maybe you got to go to a health food store. But if you just want to make it at home and you don't want to go to a cafe, it could be as simple as this. You take a mason jar, 2 tablespoons of some good quality instant coffee, a splash of hot water just so you can dissolve the crystals. Stir, add ice, put your banana milk on top of it, shake it up, and apparently it is delicious.
Ooh, how hard are we squeezing the banana to get milk out of it?
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.